What's up, Survivor Nation? It's your girl, Survivor Speak, and welcome back to my page. Man, oh man, this is going to be a good one. I want you to take a look at this preview of what's in store for you in this video, and things only get worse. And I'm happy that the residents and trustees of Dalton, Illinois have had enough with the super mayor, Tiffany Hinyard, who is now under investigation. She does not want to even think about having to step down. And as things are heated up for her, and the mayor's office has been raided, Tiffany Hinyard, the super mayor, the name that she gave herself, is still refusing to cooperate with even the FBI. Who does she think that she is? So every day, something new that's more extreme is coming out, and the residents and the trustees have had it, and they are giving it to her with no filters at all. And even though she uses the police department like it's her own personal security, the trustees and the residents of Dalton, Illinois have had enough of them too. But if you've been following this story, I haven't done a video on this in a while, but I always send you over to Hannibal is Hungry. He does full coverage on this every day. You can catch up with the shenanigans over there at his channel, and it is enough for you to lose your mind, because you're gonna lose your train of thought and like start saying, is this even real? Is this even a thing? Well, it is. And it's only getting worse as the days of Superwoman Tiffany Hinyard are coming to an end, right? So if you ever see her where on the social media, or if you're unfortunate enough, I said unfortunate enough, to see her in person and her mouth is open, you can bet your bottom dollar that nothing truthful is coming out of her pie hole. She was a criminal before she took the seat, and she won the seat because the other mayor didn't finish out his term. And so the people of Dalton couldn't figure out who they wanted to put um, in as supervisor. So it was the supervisor seat, excuse me. So she was the mayor. And then they didn't know who they wanted to put in as the supervisor. And so they only had 9 hours left to fill the seat, and that's when she was voted in with all these promises. You can go, like I said, on Hannibal Hungry and see some of the videos before she started getting her hair and makeup done for $7,000. She's the only mayor that I know that has a freaking stylist in a makeup artist. But guess who's footing the bill? It's the citizens of Dalton. Not unheard at all. So I'm going to show you just a little preview of what's to come. We're going to need a break after that, and then we're going to reset after the preview. And I'm telling you to hold on to your wigs, because literally in this video, some of the people's wigs came off. I said it. Some of the people's wigs came off. Take a look at this preview of what's to come. I'm going to hit the reset button, and I'll be right back with some commentary. This video is being showed to you under the Fair Use Act for educational and for commentary purposes.
Agenda is a motion to approve the purchase of 5 residential properties, 1 commercial property from the Cook County Land Bank. Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We wouldn't trust you to buy penny candy. And you think we about to let you buy properties?
I could care less. You pick your vote. Choose what you want. This is, again,
the Village of Dalton is not in the real estate business. We're not buying no properties.
Okay, then why y'all motion and second it then? Don't motion and second that.
We had a discussion because we want the people to know why we're not. Because you would get up here and lie and be like, they don't want to buy the properties and they don't want to spend no money. So we motion and second, like we can do in Robert's Rules of Order, and discussion. The discussion is, we don't trust you to buy penny candy, and no, we're not buying no property because the Village of Dalton is not in the business of property. Y'all done already stole about 60 houses, so ain't nobody gonna deal with you buying no property. So that's the end of my discussion. I second that motion.
And no, I will not stop showing it. You will see it whether you want to or not. If you don't, close your eyes. If you don't, close your eyes.
Not we don't trust you to buy no penny candy. Oh Lord, go to commercial. Go to commercial. Who is getting hot in here? So now the residents of Dalton are going to speak their piece because they tired. They tired of Miss Supermayor Tiffany Henyard and her henchmen stealing from them. When I tell y'all it's about to go down, it's about to go down. Now, y'all done seen one of the residents. I told you to hold on to your wigs, because if you don't hold on to your wigs, you will definitely lose them. So, next, we're going to hear from some of the residents. Baby, I hope y'all went and got y'all wigs professionally glued down, because baby, literally, some of the wigs are going to come off. Now, I wish that I could share every resident that came up to the podium and spoke their mind against this thieving, grifting. Oh Lord, unsaved, always talking about the Lord, and I'm the super mayor, and I've done all of this for Dalton. Baby, karma is about to spin that block. Jedediah Brown is not playing with y'all. He stood firm with Dalton, Illinois. Hannibal Hungry had them. He is hungry. Had his and everybody else that's on the team. I can't name you all by now, but I watch y'all content and I follow everybody. But Hannibal is hungry, and Jedediah Brown is two of my favorite. And I want to say to Jedediah Brown, since you've been over here on the YouTubes, I've been getting my dag on life. You heard? So I'm gonna link their channels down to the bottom. Hannibal is hungry. He got all of the tea over there, but somebody said yesterday, Hannibal should be fed. And Jedediah Brown, the activist, stepped in, boots on the ground with the citizens of Dalton, Illinois, has now joined Instagram. I'm sorry, YouTube. And when I tell you I have been getting my life over there, I have been getting my life over there. He's an activist, but he's a whole disrespectful, God-fearing comedian. And the name of his channel is Investigate and Advocate. And if y'all don't get on over there and subscribe to Jedediah Brown at Investigate and Advocate, y'all know what y'all missing. So you know what? Let me get to these to the citizens of Dalton, because they tired and they about to let the super mayor in the police department, some of the trustees, Lord have mercy. I can't. You see how they got me tongue tied. Lord have mercy. And the chief of police, they about to let them all have it. Like I said, I wish I could bring them all out, but every one of them was effective in their delivery of how they feel about what Tiffany Henyard has done to their community, and they just want her to pack her god dang on it bags and go get out. Okay, without further ado, because I don't want to hold y'all that long, we're going to hear from some of the residents of Dalton. We may have to take a commercial break in between because y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want to leave. Don't give up your seats because it's getting ready to get ugly up in here. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Go. Thank you, everybody. My mic is not muted. I'm going to keep it calm today so they won't mute me. So everybody, hopefully that's on live, can hear what I'm saying. All right. First off, this is ridiculous. I'm disabled, Tiffany. Why am I being pushed and why am I being standing outside for over an hour for a meeting that's supposed to start earlier? This is ridiculous. You should have let us in. There's no threats out here today. Now what's the excuse? Do you have an excuse? Your excuse should be that you're stepping down as a mayor because you're a poor excuse for a mayor. Excuse me. So, like I was about to say, before I got muted last time, I did have a couple things that I wanted to address to this board. Since you said we need to address your board, all of y'all need to step down and quit. Keith is a criminal. Stacy is a criminal. You a criminal. You going to jail. The FBI came and raided this place. You can keep lying on TikTok and everything else and saying you ain't get raided, but you did get raided. That's the truth. All those threats you had people sending me, I know people in these streets too. And they told me who the people are that you've been sending after me. And you trust and believe that those threats are not going unnoticed. I have children in my house. So yeah, y'all can mute the mics if you want to, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why you don't look this way like you wouldn't look when Alexis Wilson was talking to you. But I got 3 minutes, right? I got 3 minutes. You see my hair? For the wigs that you promised you was going to buy people in the township? Do you see this? Do you see this? You want to ignore me, right? Like you didn't live across the street from my house for years. You ain't had 2 white best friends. I had white best friends. Where's your Susie and whoever else you was talking about? Why don't you Google them? Why don't you tag them in all your posts since you talk about them so much? You didn't grow up in Dayton. Why you lying about growing up in Dayton? Where did you really grow up at? Because I ain't see you in none of our grammar schools. I know everybody. Who do you know? Nobody. That's why you're ignoring us. All these victims out here, not victims, survivors. They're all surviving here. That's the new thing, surviving here. This administration is shameful. Y'all are a disgrace. And you won't step down? You have all these people out here crying their hearts out because of the things that your officers did to them. And you want to talk to your lawyer and ignore me, right? That's just ridiculous. I have kids that have been bothered by the threats that you had people send after me. But don't worry about it. The police have it. I hope the FBI is listening too. FBI, holler at me. Your favorite survivor. Y'all can hit me up on YouTube or whatever. But please let them know that those threats that I sent them, I'm coming to 211 wherever they at downtown this week, and I'm going to restart this case because you're not getting away with it. And residents, I'm so sorry that she won't step down, especially to the survivor. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it because I mean it. She don't mean it. Thank you.
Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, brutally murdered by Dalton, Illinois police. So on the night Alexis was murdered, the officer on the scene, Ryan Perez, was a serial killer. My daughter was his 4th victim. Tiffany promoted him, made him detective. He quit. Why would he quit? He just got a raise and a promotion. I guess after you kill 4 Black people, you get a raise and a promotion. I don't know. But this man is a serial killer. So if he's in your town, watch for him. They violated her rights. Your officers punched my daughter in her face holding his flashlight, and she ran. Within 52 seconds, he was punching her and she was running. The officer on the right climbed in the vehicle while Alexis was sitting at 10 and 2. The first officer knocked her glasses off so she couldn't see a thing. So she had her face in the windshield and her hands at 10 and 2. As she hit that corner 4 seconds after being punched, 4 seconds, she saw the guy sitting, the officer in the right side. She starts screaming. This is on the body cam you haven't released yet. Release the full body cam to the public. As she began to turn, she saw that officer in her vehicle and she started screaming. And that man put 2 bullets in her head and 5 down her side because her arms were still at 10 and 2. So how did he get clear shots straight down her side if she was doing anything other than holding that damn steering wheel? They murdered her. They murdered her and you tried to help them cover it up. We're going to get the truth. Thank you.
And now a word from our sponsor. Survivor Speaks extends heartfelt gratitude to MN Essentials for their generous sponsorship. From handmade soy wax candles for a cleaner burn to car and pet-friendly room freshener sprays, they offer quality products tailored to your needs and do not use any dye in any of their products. Custom packaging is available upon request, along with a limited luxury line while supplies last. Visit www.nmenessentials.com now, and don't forget to subscribe and enter your email address for an exclusive 10% discount on your first order. What are you waiting for? Now back to the show. And Survivor Nation, we are back. I just wanted to break up I just wanted to break up and soften the mood that was a big trigger, at the last time. And I just wanted to talk to you and tell you that in no way, in no shape, form, or fashion am I laughing at the citizens of Dalton. I'm laughing at Tiffany Henyard and joking because you gotta make this a little light. This stuff is disturbing. How could she be getting away with this for about 3 to 4 years and no one has ever done anything yet? So the only reason why she that they are to this point is because Jedediah Brown heard about it, put boots on the ground. You have people like Hannibal is Hungry that reports on this every day. There is another a guy that's on their team, and I always forget his name, but I'm going to put his name in the description below. He also was out there being harassed the um by the police department, because the citizens of Dalton, Illinois trusted him, and he was there, as a voice for them, because a lot of people don't know the law, and a lot of things that they were telling them was not true. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot padlock a government building. You cannot. You cannot tell people that they cannot come inside a government building and film. That is not the law. You cannot do that. And so, because these people showed up that know the law and know their rights and stood with the citizens, and to all the people on YouTube that were working with the people on the ground, thank you. And we have to have heart sometime, because everything that's about to happen happened because people stood with Dalton. YouTubers stood with Dalton. So YouTubers, and I want to say this to, everybody, content creators, whatever you want to call, yourself, people that, really do the investigative work, here and behind the scenes, and, and they, join forces, and everybody that makes a video, even if you just make a video every now and then, it all helps to bring awareness to what's going on. So while these citizens town is just tore up, it's going to take a lot to put Dalton back together. They are in a deep deficit. They have a deep deficit, and it's going to affect them now and years after. And that is because you have this woman who thinks that she is the judge, jury, and executioner, and that she can run a town like she wants. She doesn't have to abide by any laws. And she thinks that because she's African American and a lot of the citizens are African American, they're supposed to just side with her because she is an African American woman. Newsflash. Nope. Newsflash, Tiffany Henyard. Nope. You have harassed kids on Easter. You threw somebody's grandchild out of this big thing you gave them for Easter event, but it was really propaganda for you to it was really propaganda for her campaign, which is illegal. You cannot find a piece of paper at City Hall You can't go nowhere. You cannot go anywhere in Dalton and not see her face. And all of that is propaganda, and it's illegal, because if everywhere you drive, you see her face, super mayor, you're campaigning the whole time that you're in office. The sad thing is, it's on the citizens. It's on the citizens. She's stealing and grifting from these citizens. And because people have stepped in to help them, you know, she runs, she weaponizes the police department. And the chief of police, his name is Chief Lacey. He doesn't have a mind of his own. He might have wanted to be something else, before he became the chief of police. And they are running the city of Dalton like it is, like they are the mafia, and everybody else needs to fall in line, or y'all draw it up. Okay? Y'all draw it up, because it's going to come out. It might not all come out, but it is going to come out. It's slowly coming out now. They are trying to figure out right now. She would not give anybody any receipts. And I want to say the FBI as well. She's withholding paperwork and stuff from the FBI, but baby, somebody got the receipts, and they are working hard to try to figure who it is. Who, baby? If you go over to Jedediah's page, I told you, going over there yesterday, his live from Monday. Yeah, somebody that's on his team that remains anonymous and breaks all of this stuff down. Yeah, they're giving you the whole lowdown, and she don't know how they got this paperwork, because she does not give these receipts to the trustees of Dalton, Illinois, so she couldn't have gotten them from them, because they don't have it. All she has is fake doctored up receipts that she uses when she makes a TikTok video, when she's on one of her troll accounts. This is the mayor, she has troll accounts. So when she's on under one of her troll accounts, she was under the first video that I ever made about her, she was in my comments. And the same thing that the your favorite survivor said, I love you and there's nothing that you can do about it. That's what she typed underneath my first video. But then I realized when I read it, because when they have a meeting, they have their logo up. And so she's responding with the logo up, like it's, and I seriously, just read the comment real fast, but I had to think, like, that's Tiffany's Hit Yards slogan, one of them. So yeah, she was under my post, like, I love you, there's nothing you can do about it. And she put some little heart eyes and stuff like that. Tiffany, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, girl, ain't nobody gonna stop reporting on you. Nobody's gonna stop doing that. Like, the jig is up. There was a lot of people, yeah, that's you know reporting and doing all these things. And like I said, this is what the citizens are supposed to do for each other when they're being mistreated: band together. And the news can't report everything. So yeah, that's why it's fair use, to be able to use information, because you may have um, access to a group of people that other people don't have, right? And so then now you're making other people aware, and people are like, no, this can't be real. Are y'all? Is this for real? No, it's definitely real. It's definitely real. I think that when when they put the handcuffs on her, and they put the handcuffs on her for, she goes to court because she's innocent until proven guilty. Let me say that again. She's innocent until proven guilty, but she's going. She's going, definitely. And she may be going on a RICO charge. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be a RICO. She going with a slew of people. It won't be those trustees. It won't be Kiana Belcher and all of them that you think. No, it won't be them, but it'll be everybody that stood beside you. These trustees have been speaking out, trying to get help, trying to get assistance. And not just the trustees, some of the staff, the ones that she didn't fire. And so she had an assistant by the name of Fania, and they went on a trip to Las Vegas. She was her assistant on, the Citizen's Time. And there is a man by the name of Andrew Holmes who allegedly, because I gotta say allegedly right here, allegedly SA'd her, the former assistant. So when they got back to Dalton, Tiffany said to her, I'ma handle it. Don't worry about it. I'ma handle it. Because she talked just like, what's up, y'all? And ding, 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 and la, 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 and we having false allegations. False allegations. What is allegations? Was you drinking Alizé or something? You just coming out with because that's the only thing that comes to your mind? It's allegations, you dummy. False allegation. Fake news. Fake news. Whose mayor speaks that way? Every now and then I slip and slide. Yeah, I got a little something, I'm a breast cancer survivor, so I noticed since I had chemo, yeah, it happens every now and then to me. You'll hear me pause because I'll have something on my mind. If I don't say it, I may lose it. And so if I don't say it right there, then I'll get it back about, 15, 20 minutes. People are like, is she going through, is she got, Alzheimer's? Is she getting, no, it's from chemo. It's something, we call it chemo fog. And, I've learned to deal with it, and everybody else is just going to have to learn to deal with it too. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear why sometimes forget things or whatever. And sometimes you might hear me repeat things. Same thing, chemo fog. So I ain't worried about none of y'all. I don't care about all that judgment and all that. But yeah, anywho, let me just tell y'all this little story, and then I'm going to bring some of the residents up, and then we're going to close it out with a moment with we're gonna close it out with the people that we opened it with, or from that I showed you a preview of. The super mayor and Kiana Belcher. And yeah. And y'all tell me who won that round. I already know because I saw it. But some of y'all might not be, privy to, have seen it already. But yeah, tell me who won. But let me tell you this little story, because then you can go over there and find it and see. Because I'm going to show y'all how, because you always talking about, let me educate you. Let me educate you. Tiffany, come on now. Stop. Went to the White House on these people dime, getting up in there, acting just like they say we act. Like you ain't never been nowhere with no decorum. Not one piece or bit of decorum. You in there making a daggone Snapchat. Oh, look at Brian. I'm right in front of him. He come to the podium. He come to the podium. And she must have told the picture to whoever was taking the picture, get the picture of us. She's standing there looking in his eyes. Ooh, y'all, this woman is, when I say ignorant, because that's how she talking. ignorant. Okay, so let me tell you what they did really, really quick, right? So, um, they tried to get fake restraining orders. They had a female corporal say that Jedediah Brown was harassing her, and she went to take out a restraining order on him. They got in front of the judge because they don't think that other people are intelligent. Like, everybody doesn't play the way y'all play. Okay, so the judge said, nobody's getting no restraining order. So Jedediah is on his way out of town, and he noticed that it's 4 cars following him. Now, mind you, he's no longer in Dalton. He's in another jurisdiction. But he can see that somebody's following him, and he's on live. Now, I did see that live. I was watching him when he was on live on Facebook. It was very, very scary. And the climate that we live in today, that young man that just lost his life, that served this country to the hands of a police officer just because he answered his door, that's the type of climate that we live in. But that didn't just start just now. We've been going through that for a very long time. But when you think about what these people tried to do, y'all tried to have him red rummed. Tried to have him red rummed by they were following him. The chief of police, they were in black unmarked cars on the time clock in another jurisdiction. They were following him, and Jedediah was on live the whole freaking time. And he was not pulling over for anybody, and I am so glad that he did not. So they called the jurisdiction of police, from the jurisdiction that they were in. You already had broke the law. You guys were following him. Like, you already broke the law. You should even, what are you even doing in this jurisdiction? It doesn't make any sense. Y'all didn't go to court in this jurisdiction. Y'all just came from court. So why are y'all over here? Doesn't make sense, right? Without even seeing the video or seeing these fools on video, but they think they're above the law, right? So he called the police. When the police got there, Jedediah is like, I'm not stopping. So then, I guess, the cop was like, well, let me go back here and, like, see what's going on. So he talked to Chief Lacey. He lied. Everything about it, he lied. He said that Jedediah had been harassing the mayor, that he was following them, and that he tried to box the mayor's car in. So he's like, where's the mayor? And he's like, I was somewhere else. She is, out with her boyfriend, and she called me, and so I came, to assist, and and so I didn't do anything to try to interfere or stop, like, because but this is what he did. And then they said something about Jedediah having a knife, and then they saying something about one didn't see him. So this is how ignorant that they are, right? So the cop says to them, okay, so how, like, can you explain that again? So he spoke to them in a group, and so then there was backups that came to the scene, but you can already tell that they didn't believe what they were saying. Like, if you're talking to the cops as a group, and you are chief of police, you are the super male and you with your boyfriend, and supposedly there was other witnesses, and she just kept saying, I normally have cops with me to my security team, but me and my boyfriend wanted to do normal things, and we spend some time together, and so I didn't have police with me today, so I called the chief. Now after y'all stood there and talked to these cops, and he went off to the side, and he came back and said, we need to speak with all three of you individually, you would think that the light bulb would go off, right? Right. Nope. Nope. They doubled down. They doubled down and was wasting the police's time and had him looking for paperwork that did not exist. The chief of police lied to this man and told him that the mayor and that corporal had a restraining order on Jedediah Brown. Y'all didn't think, not only are y'all, I don't even know the level of stupidity, just it bugs me out, because all of this stuff is verifiable and it's public. So y'all fools didn't, nobody got a brain. Okay. Yeah, so the cop was like, okay, well, we got the report. We'll give the report to, the chief of police, and he told the mayor, make sure you finish, you follow through, because you know that a lot of people I tell that to, they don't, and these things just going away, but you just want to have some things in place for your protection. So now they're possibly facing another lawsuit. Jedediah Brown, I don't think that you should be thinking whether or not you should sue them. I would sue the pants off of them. Just join the long list of people that's suing them. Her employees are suing. And so I missed the point about Fania. Let me tell you something else about that, about her. When they got back to the city when they got back to Dalton, there was one cop that was on the trip with them, and he came back and reported it because Mr. Andrew Holmes allegedly called him and told him that basically he slept with her, and he said that he was very disturbed by it. Something didn't feel right. So when he came back, he made sure to report it. And guess what happened? Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all can guess by now. She fired that police officer. She has multiple police officers on the force that could not pass the police exam, and passed over people that did. So basically, these people that's on the force, and not the chief, but he passed, I believe. So now you got these other cops on the force that really don't know the law, and that is very dangerous. These people have weapons. Where they do that at? Dalton. Okay, so yeah, I didn't mean for this video to go this long. So yeah, we're gonna just get to the meat of it. I just have I think one a resident that I really, really, really want y'all to hear from. Let us get to the next part of the video till the end, and when I tell you it's going to be a scorcher, it is going to be a scorcher. And baby girl, the coffee is hot. Okay, let's go.
It's unfortunate that we have to go through this today, standing up there for 2.5 hours. My back started hurting, and you had other seniors that's out there. I'm a senior now. And I just want to say this since I can't ask the question. The attorney that's stepped down, that should be a sign for all of you all, that when the attorney have stepped down and you're done, And it's a shame that you really don't think about your families. You know, I'm sure all of you all have children, mothers, other siblings, and you're throwing bricks at the penitentiary. You are going to be, and it's unfortunate, in a 6x8 cell in North Carolina, because you're going to the federal joint. And she done played all of you all. All of you all that's sitting up there, and Stacy, I really like you, you know, and that's unfortunate. William Moore, I hope that you can handle jail, because jail is an awful place to be. You know, praise God, I was on the other side of the jail, but I was there for 30 years. So I suggest strongly that you all take you a tour at 26 in California and see what it's all about. But you'll be going to the federal joint on, to my understanding, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you'll get chicken. On Fridays, you'll get fish. And your people have to take a plane to come and visit you. And hopefully they keep you in their mind to put money on your books, because that's the reality. And that includes 2 of the trustees, you know, and it's a sad day that you don't think about your family, because what you do affect everybody in your house, everybody, your children, your mother. You know, one lady asked me in Menards, she asked me about Tahoe Tiffany's mother. Well, where's her mother? Can her mother say anything to her? I say, ma'am, I don't know her mother like that. I don't know.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay.
All right,
So,
call the next person. Your time
thank
is
you.
up. Next person.
I'm gonna give you $1 on the books, though, each one of you.
I know, but you better chill out about my mama. I know that.
Keep it diva, keep it diva, keep it diva. I have arrived. Keep it diva, keep it diva, keep it diva.
Alexa, cut it off. It's got my head spinning.